speak in English or third language?
English.
English, okay. So you passed from Kendriya Vidyalaya Sambalpur.
Yes, sir.
Your both matriculation and class two.
Yes.
Then you did your agriculture degree
Yes.
from OUAT in 2021.
Yes, sir.
Thereafter, what are you doing now?
Sir, I was preparing for civil services in science.
You didn't do a PG in any subject?
No, sir, I did not.
You had agronomy,
Yes.
soil science,
Yes.
and extension education.
Yes.
What is agronomy?
So agronomy is the principle of agricultural science in order to provide crop protection, and apart from that, it also helps in improving the yield of the crop. And finally, agronomy also deals with killing of the weeds and removing the weeds from the soil, sir. And apart from that, it also helps in improving the soil health.
What is extension education?
So extension education is a non-formal type of education which is made by amalgamation of um, theoretical application as well as practical application in order to give a holistic education to the candidates, to the students.
Right. Tell me, why do you want to join the specialist agriculture graduate? Why do you want to join the Odisha Administrative Service, which is a generalist job?
Sir, according to me, I can play a bridge between the a specialist and a generalist job. If if I will move into the direction of a specialist, I can only be limited to one single department. But if I join the Odisha Civil Services, I can play a, I can be a, I can be of use for convergence of different departments, through which I will also ensure that most of the farmers and the rural belt who are in need of a good administration, I will be a means for them to provide a good administration, sir.
What is the, you said that you will be a bridge between the administration and the agriculturist.
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
Uh, what do you think the role of a, say for instance, a OAS officer?
Yes, sir.
So,
Sir, an OS officer acts as a connecting link between the different between different bodies of government and the people, sir. Sir, in order to get holistic development of the country, we need to converge the different operations of the government and provide it to the people at the grassroots level, sir.
sorry, the interruption here. This is too much of an explanation. My advice to you would be, our advice to you would be that please, because you know many of these things they are decided by much higher levels than a OAS officer after joining or for many years will do. Are you getting a point or not?
Yes, sir.
So the right answer to the question would be government have made many policies for the development of holistic development or whatever development of the people. I will ensure that all these policies are properly communicated to the people, those who are to be benefited, and I will work my best to see that they are implemented in letter and spirit. Are you getting a point or not?
Yes, sir.
To say that I will act as a bridge between this and that, it will be too tall for a government servant at
Yes.
this stage.
Yes.
Are you getting a point? Let's keep it in mind.
Yes, sir.
Side by side, you can add that with my education in agriculture, particularly those who are for the land and agriculture related issues. I can have a good, uh, I can have a good idea about whatever the possible solutions.
Yes.
Okay, keep it in this instead of saying big things and this kind of thing. Next, please let us continue. Then, please tell me that you have mentioned. Then I will ask this question first. What is the problem of people of Orissa whose livelihood is dependent on agriculture. You may be knowing, or I don't know if you know it or not, 66% of Odisha's population, their livelihood issues are depend on agriculture. But they produce only 22 to 23% of the gross domestic product of the state. So there is a big gap. So the those whose livelihood is agriculture in Orissa is the, I mean, the income is the least in India. I mean, 4,000 some odd rupees. What are the problems of Odisha's agriculture? How this can be improved? I mean, what I'm exactly meaning that so many agriculturists, how their quality of life with this less income it cannot improve. So what can be done?
So first of all, the agricultural credit available to the people of Odisha who are in agriculture is very low. Approximately 58% of the people have access to formal credit, and 42% of the people don't have access to formal credit, sir. So we can, the first thing we can do is to provide them with financial inclusion.
How are you saying so? Financial inclusion is by what method? By giving them credits? Few years back, and very old agriculture minister, I can name him for you people, Damar Rao, for instance. He mentioned that most of the credit and other finances going to the those who are living on agriculture, that goes for conspicuous consumption. He mentioned that when marriage of daughters and this and that. So really, the since it is not market connected so far, most of the agriculture in Orissa. So now you will provide them credits. What do you have to say to that?
Sir, actually, what I feel is that the credits provided to them are of direct cash credits, and it is from informal sources like money lenders and other sources. So if we give them a proper channel, and we'll just give them credit sector wise, I mean, for a specific purpose wise credit is allotted to them. It will be, they will get more benefits of it, sir.
No, unless the production is increased and connected to commercial activities,
Yes, sir.
how can they return the money? In fact, large amount of money
Yes, sir.
taken on loan by various agriculturists, they never return. They are just, you must have heard that chad karantu, some kind of thing. What can be the solution?
Sir, after the credit problem is solved, we can also take initiatives to link the market chain, sir. Sir, since the production in Odisha is mainly dependent on rice, we can also diversify the crops. In order to diversify the crops, we can also promote different crops like millets and horticultural crops. In order to, if these crops are promoted, they will get a diversified and more income. Apart from that, we can also promote intercropping and other agricultural practices like integrated farming system. Yes.
Now, you said about what are the problems of agriculture, how to improve the question. You said one is credit facility. Then what else remains?
Sir, the second is the lack of diversification of crops, and the third one is the land holdings of the farmer is very low.
What can be done about it?
Sir, in order to improve the land holdings of the farmers, we can also we can also integrate different
Integrate how?
sir, we can integrate them through different practices like integrated farming system. And
How can you integrate somebody has half acre land, some of has quarter acre of land? How do you integrate them? There is a law. They are the owners of the land.
no, sir, I'm actually,
Integrate how?
sir, I'm trying that if more than one crop is grown in a single land through integrated farming or intercropping system, they will get higher productivity per unit area, sir. If two or more enterprises.
You mean say even if in small land holdings, different kind of this thing is over. But the problem here is you understand a Chaco, I understand a large area where the irrigation and other patterns are similar for everybody. Okay, then proceed please. You were saying integrated crops. Then
Sir, if integrated cropping is promoted, the production per unit area will be higher, and the returns they will get will be higher, sir. And apart from that, we can also promote. So there has been a problem in particularly in Western Odisha that competitive fertilizer use is done. If a farmer always sees its in nearby farmers and he sees that he is applying more fertilizer, so I should apply these too. So, according to me, if this problem of competitive fertilizer usage is reduced, we can also drive them towards natural farming and organic farming, sir.
You mean to say what is natural farming?
Natural farming is when there is a lack of when there is low amount of input given to the crop, and the aspects of cropping.
You mean to say that we are overutilizing fertilizers?
Yes, sir, and particularly in the western belt, we are overutilizing fertilizers.
Acha, acha. Then what other problems?
And sir, according to me, the the problem also lies when even if someone tries to do a different crop like potato and all, there is also lack of storage facilities.
Yes.
These storage facilities also, and when there is a storage facilities, almost 133 storage facilities are there, but out of these 133 storage facilities, only 36 of them are functional, rest of the 97 of them are not functional, sir. So we need to give a higher infrastructure to these storage facilities, sir.
Yeah, you can add to this. One is the storage facility, you mean cold storage and other things with regard to all these things. And it is the processing, so that they're processed and that kind of thing.
Yes, sir.
Next is you have been you have been playing chess,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So tell me some of the uh, greatest chess players of all time in the world.
So the first one is Gary Kasparov.
Gary Kasparov,
The second one is Vishwanathan Anand,
yes.
and the third one is Magnus Carlsen.
Huh.
Fourth one is Hikaru Nakamura,
Okay.
and the fifth one is Arjun Agassi. And
Between two great players, sometimes ago, about 30, 40 years ago, one from USA, another from Russia.
yes, sir.
Great match was played. Uh, World over, it was a sensation. Who are these two?
So I can't recall right now, but I have heard about it.
You have heard of it.
Yes,
Bobby Fischer, have you heard of it?
yes, sir.
And the Russian one, who is it? So anyway, you played chess.
Yes, sir.
You play chess, and you have won a prize also. Good.
Yes, sir.
What is your what normally how you start the game? What is your favorite defense?
Sir, I will normally start with Sicilian defense, sir.
Sicilian defense.
Yes,
Acha. What is presently a lot of people in India are doing well in chess, many grandmasters.
sir.
One we are hoping that one day he will be world champion. What's his name?
Sir, R. Pragyanananda, sir.
What is his name?
R. Pragyanananda,
And Pragyananda. He is from which state?
Tamil Nadu, sir.
What is the situation of chess in Odisha?
Sir, there are several grandmasters in Odisha from 2013, but right now most of the chess players are are belonging to 2400 rating, and they are international masters right now. Some of them are Manisha Mohanty, Padmini Rao, and another one of them is Saundarya Pradhan, sir.
You had gone up to what is this in the I watched bronze medal in regional chess tournament
Yes, sir.
inter school. Thereafter, did you keep touch with it? Or
So
no.
I did not keep in touch with. I played a few small scale tournaments here and there, but I wasn't in a regular touch.
Right, right. It's good for that. It's good for you. Chess, analyzing ideology of movies. So, can you tell me something about these movies? Which do you see old movies? Because sometimes people like us, old people, we feel that present day movies are not ideologically that much oriented as was in olden times, like Satyajit Ray movies, Bimal Roy, Do Bigha Zameen, they're great movies. Or if you see international movies, they had some great ideological content. But these times we are not very well. What are the tell us something about ideological movies which you might have watched recently, which you are impressed with?
So the first one that comes to my mind is Dune Part Two. In the
Hmm?
Dune Part Two, sir.
Which part two?
Dune Part Two.
Dune. What is
Dune.
DUD? Isn't it?
Dune. Dune.
Dune part two. What
Yes,
is
sir.
it about? Plot? What is it?
Sir, it is about it is actually on the surface level. It is a space opera about science fiction, but deep down it also tells us about how religiously fundamentalist person can brainwash the people through his ideology and different means. And apart from
Right.
that,
That's a very yes, yes.
yes,
Apart from that,
apart from that, I also another movie that comes to my mind is The Dark Knight from 2008, sir.
Dark Knight.
From the year to 2008, sir.
Yes.
In that movie, on the surface level, it is a superhero film, but deep down, if we analyze that movie correctly,
On the surface level, it is superhero.
yes, sir.
What is superhero?
Sir, a superhero, according to movies, a superhero is someone who has a great superhuman strength. His strengths are beyond the comprehension of the human physical boundaries. On the surface level, it might
A
be
Batman kind of thing.
yes, sir.
Yes. Then
Sir, on the surface level, it is a superhero film, but deep down, if we dig the ideology of the film, it is about a debate between communism and socialism and capitalism, sir.
triangular debate. Communism, socialism, or between communism and capitalism.
No, sir. It is a debate between capitalism versus
Communism.
communism and socialism, sir.
Socialism is shown as some intermediary. So, I mean, what is your study of that? Which ideology is preferred by the movie makers? Or what are
So,
they hinting at?
so the movie makers prefer the ideology of capitalism, sir, because the main character of that film is Batman, who is a rich billionaire known as Bruce Wayne, and he also he believes in the free market system, and apart from that, he also helps the people whenever necessary, sir.
Mhm. So, are you from Western Odisha?
Yes, sir.
Which part of Western Odisha?
Sir, I am from Sambalpur, sir.
Sambalpur, which part of Sambalpur?
Sir, Patak station, sir.
Huh?
Patak station.
Patak, you from Patak. But native place, roots.
Sir, my roots are from Cuttack, sir.
Roots are from Cuttack. How many generations you are there?
Sir, I have only stayed for 1 to 2 years in Cuttack, sir. To 2001 and 2002, sir.
But now your parents are settled in Sambalpur.
Yes, sir.
From Cuttack, where from?
Sir, Chatia, sir. Vasudevpur.
Basudevpur. Do you speak Sambalpuri language
Yes, sir.
fluently?
Yes, sir.
Achha. What do you think of the costly issue and all this?
Yeah, yes, sir. There are several allegations that there has been a demand for a separate state. According to me, the separate state should not be made because we don't need another unplanned partition between two states. Because partition might lead to violence and
But do they have a cultural problem?
uh, yes, sir. Linguistically, the Western Odisha people are very different from the Eastern Odisha people. But apart from that,
How linguistically is it that different?
so not that much different, but it is quite different, sir. Apart from that, there are also complaints about developmental works. For example, there is only one hospital in the Western Odisha, one good public hospital in the Western Odisha, the Veer Surendra Sai Institute of Medical Sciences.
Till the other day, there was only one good hospital in coastal Odisha, that is a C Medical College.
So, apart from that, there is also AIMS. According to
AIMS only a few years back it has come. And now there is a talk of AIMS in Sambalpur. It will take
yes,
time
sir.
to come. Yes. Then
Yes, sir. Apart from the healthcare facilities, there are also most of the people are coming from Western Odisha to Eastern Odisha for education, sir. So, and apart from that, there are also several scheduled area. There is also a scheduled area of Kuchinda, where the people are not aware of their rights, sir. So,
Kuchinda,
yes, sir. It is a scheduled area, sir.
scheduled area.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Mhm.
And apart from that, there are also,
Which schedule?
sir,
Which schedule of what?
fifth schedule, sir.
Fifth schedule of the
Yes,
Constitution.
sir.
So PESA Act must be there implemented.
No, sir, it hasn't been implemented.
Not yet implemented. Acha, acha. Mhm. Right. Sir, something about Mr. Odisha.
So we have passed from Kendra Vidyalaya in 2012. We completed matriculation, then plus 2 also from the same institute. Then plus 3 from OUT. So was there any gap in between plus 2 and plus 3?
Yes, sir. I took 3 years. There was a gap of 3 years, sir.
What did you do during that time?
Sir, I was preparing for medical exams, sir.
Acha. Then you joined in 2017.
Yes, sir.
Acha. So what got wrong in your medical preparation?
Sir, according to me, I wasn't able to grasp the syllabus properly. And apart from that, I was also I was also torn between preparing for medical, and apart from that, I was also continuing my plus three in BJP college.
Oh, acha.
So during this 3 years, I was in my last semester when I got admission in OUT. So I left BJP college chemistry honors and I joined OUT, sir.
And during that 3 years, you also completed your, you are there in BJP college in plus 3.
No, sir, I completed it partially. I left it in the last semester, sir, without completing the last semester, sir.
You have appeared 5 semesters.
Yes, sir.
1 semester is left,
Yes,
and you left the college.
yes, sir.
Can you then why you are interested in civil services? What you want to do? What will be your job?
Sir, it is a multidimensional. So first of all, it is a multidimensional job. If I remain in the civil services, I can be of great importance and help to the government. Various policies, government has made various policies at the upper level. I can be a connecting link between those policies and people, sir.
Achha. So, what would be your steps for the upliftment of women in the society?
Sir, first of all, women are in a big trouble nowadays.
Particularly trouble.
Sir,
ବେଶୀ ହେଉଛି ଟିକେ better କରନ୍ତୁ language.
yes,
The trouble ଟା
yes. Sorry, sir.
women face problems. That would be better way of speaking.
Women are facing a huge amount of problems nowadays.
Yes.
And as an answer, what are the steps you can take for the betterment of the women?
Sir, first thing I can do is launch a campaign of Beta Padhao and Beti Bachao. There is a campaign known as Beti Padhao and Beti Bachao. I will try to transform the. I will try to also add up to the campaign a campaign called Beta Padhao Beti Bachao. In this, the male counterparts of the women will be educated in order to protect them. Apart from that, I will also try to enable CCTV cameras in the dark places where movement is not comprehensible, so that the perpetrators are caught. And apart from that, I will also try to um, uh, I will also try. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Apart from that, I will also try to engage with various stakeholders of women, and I will try to analyze their problems, and and I will also try and make a need-based approach for their upliftment, sir. Apart from that, there are several schemes of government like Krisha scheme for their upliftment. Apart from that, and there are also different organizations like one-stop centers for protection of women. I will also try to strengthen these one-stop centers, sir.
Can you tell me the role of Sambalpur in our freedom movement?
Yes, sir. Uh, in, uh, in the year of 1854, sir, Maharaja Sai was Maharaja Sai took his last breath, and after that, Rani Mohan Kumari was instated as the ruler of Sambalpur. She had no higher, sir. So, in order to and the plan of the Britishers was to get Sambalpur indoctrinated in the doctrine of lapse. But this thing was challenged by Veer Surendra Sai and his subordinates known as Madhav Singh and many others. So, in order to
Tell me, as you have mentioned, doctrine of lapse. What is the doctrine of lapse?
sir, in doctrine of lapse, there is a provision that if a king has no hire, he cannot adopt. He cannot adopt from other families, and also if someone is adopted by him, he cannot be the ruler of that particular province. So so up until that point, the Britishers always annex the state when when the ruler is when the ruler that doesn't have a particular higher, sir.
So that state would be annexed to by the British. Mm. Can you tell me who introduced the Duck Labs?
Yes, sir. It was Lord Dalhousie.
Lord Dalhousie. Yes. Can you mention some of the places of interest in and around Sambalpur?
Yes, sir. The first one is Ghanteshwari Temple, and the second one is Hirakud Dam. Third one is Samleshwari Temple. Fourth one is Huma Temple.
So, what is the importance of Bhuma Temple? Why it is famous?
Sir, Huma Temple is a temple in which Lord Shiva is worshipped, and it is and the axis of the temple is straight, but the shikhar of the temple is tilted slightly. And apart from that, it is an important tourist place for the people, and it is nearby a river. Sorry, sir, I cannot recall the name of the river. It is nearby a river, and it is also helping and it is also helping the local community sustain through tourism, sir.
Sir, last question. So, why the song Rangavati it is so popular? What is there?
Sir, the song Rangavati is popular because it it tells about the beauty of Sambalpur and glorifies the rich cultural heritage of Sambalpur.
Who composed the song?
Sorry, sir, I cannot remember, recall it right now.
Thank you.
Okay, agriculture. Tell me some of the taxes on agriculture during Mughal era.
So during Mughal era, there were three types of taxes. One is zamindari. Apart from
Or any land taxes. Have you heard about chalk,
yes, sir.
jajia?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Sir, I don't recall it right now.
Okay. A quick question was me. Reserve Bank of India, there is under the quantitative policies.
Yes, sir.
There is a certain since you know in the discussion you mentioned about some credit facilitation to the farmers. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
What is the norm by the RBI as far as the agricultural activities are concerned? How many percentage of loan has to be guaranteed by the banks?
Sir, I think it is 40%.
What is the scheme is known as?
Sorry, sir, I am not
Not priority central lending. So there are recent issues happened at WTO, World Trade Organization, with respect to the agriculture.
yes, sir.
There was an issue going on between the India and the US. Can you elaborate more on it?
Yes, sir, it is about the subsidies provided in the agricultural sector. So there are, according to WTO, there are three types of subsidies: red box, green box, and blue box.
No,
So,
it is not. Anyways, what about Amber Box? Leave it. Continue.
so sir, I am not recalling.
But what is the issue?
So the issue is actually India is providing a huge amount of subsidies to the agriculture sector, and the productivity of agriculture sector and there is a lack of international trade between the agriculture sector of India and the other countries. So that is why the WTO also thinks that India is favoring its indigenous agriculture
And that is not the issue. USA won the case in WTO against India. But what exactly? Subsidy is one of the factors. But what are the issue?
sorry, sir, I cannot recall.
Okay. Now, in your service preference, I could see you have mentioned only OAS and ORS. You are not interested in any of the other roles?
Yes, sir, I am interested.
You are interested?
Yes.
Have you filled it in application form?
Yes, sir.
You have filled it or only OAS and ORS you have given?
Yes, sir, I have given preferences to Odisha Transport Service and
You
Tourism.
have not mentioned here.
Yes, sir.
Is there any reason you missed it?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay. ठीक है थैंक यू ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ମୁଁ ଦେଖୁଛି ସେଟା କଣ ଲାଇଟ୍ ଜଳୁଥିବ ଯେ what is that? जो ବେକରେ ତ
Sir, earphone.
Are you recording?
No, sir, no, sir.
ठीक है थैंक यू
Sorry.
Yeah, if we review what went on, one is most of your answers with regard to agriculture, they are mostly bookish. I mean, bookish or this thing, little bit of extra would require relating to the real plight of the farmers, which you can add.
Yes, sir.
example I am giving you. For instance, problem of this those who are producing, for instance, tomatoes in Western Odisha, Bargarh district. Sometimes the price is 50 paisa a kg. Sometimes it is much more. Many of these are destroyed because there is no market available at that moment, or there is no industry to process and make a ketchup. I'm giving you an example. Then you give solutions one, two, three, four, five, six. What you have taught or government policies is done. So that then some problems faced particularly in coastal areas, right, was not properly reflected in your this and that. That anyway, that has to be done. Like uh, how we can then another problem which was not reflected is the dependence on rice cultivation. So majority of our people are engaged in rice cultivation, particularly in coastal areas. That rice cultivation, what happens is they expect only increase in price due to the government that minimum support price. But the point is the quality of rice produced in coastal Odisha is not up to something like what is done in northern and northwestern parts of India, like basmati and this and that, because of the land and because of the irrigation here. The rice produces not very high quality. All these problems are there. Take a little, and then the less land those who have, they just don't have the money to invest in it, and they are not in a position to take or use the government loans. If that is, these are some of the issues. बाकी ठीक है आपको स्पीक वेल टिके कॉन्फिडेंटली आउ टिके कहबे जा कहबे कथा जोटा न जानी चंदी से दैट आई यू सेड आल्सो इन a few cases that I do not know टिके टिके आउ टिके कॉन्फिडेंस स्माइलिंग फेस will help ଆପଣ ସଦାବେଳେ straight away answer टिके smiling face ହେଲେ it will look better or a little bit of more looking at it set some such thing may help and all this. So that is what I can think of. Sir ମାନେ କଣ ଭାବୁଥିଲେ ଟିକେ କୁହନ୍ତୁ ଏକର ଆଉ କଣ
ମାନେ ବଡିଟା ଟିକେ ଷ୍ଟିଫ୍ ଲାଗୁଛି ବା ନର୍ଭସ୍ ଲାଗୁଛି କି?
ମତେ ଲାଗିଲା ନର୍ଭସ୍ ଲାଗୁଛି ଏଇଟା ସେ ନର୍ଭସ୍ ଡରିଆର କଣଟା ଅଛି
ଲାଗୁଛି ଯଦି ଆହୁରି କିଛି କ'ଣ ଏକ୍ସପେକ୍ଟ କରୁଛି ଆହୁରି କ'ଣ ଆସିବ ଆହୁରି କ'ଣ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ ଆସିବ
ଏମିତି ଆପଣ ଟିକେ ଇଏ ହଉଛି ପରେ ତା ଅଛି କନଫିଡେଣ୍ଟଲି ୟୁ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ଗୋ ଅନ୍ ସ୍ପିକିଂ ତାପରେ ଆଉ ଟିକେ କୋଉଠି କ'ଣ ଇମ୍ପ୍ରୁଭ୍ କରିହବ ବା ସେତିକି କ'ଣ କରିହବ ଅର୍ ଆର୍ ୟୁ ମୋର୍ ଫ୍ଲୁଏଣ୍ଟ ଇନ୍ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ନା ନାଇଁ ସେମିତି କିଛି ନାହିଁ ଆପଣ ତ ପଢ଼ୁଥିଲେ ସବୁ ଇଂଲିଶ ମିଡ଼ିୟମ୍ ସ୍କୁଲ୍ ନା ନାଇଁ ନା କ'ଣ ହେଇଛି ସାଇଲେଣ୍ଟ ରେସ୍ପନ୍ସ କନଫିଡେଣ୍ଟଲି କହିବେ କ'ଣ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍
ନା ଲାଗୁଛି କି ମାଇଣ୍ଡ
Sir, I
ଯାହା
have a bit of a stammering problem. Sure, sir.
ଏମିତି ଅଛି ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍
ଆଚ୍ଛା ସେ ଏବେ ଫିଲ୍ କରୁଛ
ନାଇଁ ତାର ତ କିଛି ଆପଣ ଷ୍ଟାମରିଂ ଜାଣିନି ଜଣାପଡ଼ିଲାନି କିଛି
ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ଟିକେ କନଫିଡେଣ୍ଟ କହିବେ
ସେଇଟା କିନ୍ତୁ ସେଇ ଯେଉଁ 2 ବର୍ଷ ଆପଣ ଚାଲିଗଲା ମେଡ଼ିକାଲରେ ସେଠି କ'ଣ ହବ କି ସେମାନେ ଭାବିବେ ଯେ ୟାଙ୍କର ମେଡ଼ିକାଲ ପଢ଼ିବା ଇଚ୍ଛା ନା ଓଏସ୍ ଦବା କ'ଣ ଇଣ୍ଟେନସନ୍ ମାନେ ଯେ ଟିକେ ଅଲଗା ହେଇଗଲାନି ସେଟା ମେଡ଼ିକାଲ ପଢ଼ିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲେ ତ ଆପଣ କାହିଁକି ଓଏସ୍ ଅଫିସର ହେଉଛନ୍ତି ଏଇଟା ମୁଁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ କହୁଛି କାରଣ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ହାଭ୍ ଡନ୍ many policies for this thing. ଆପଣ better କହିବାକୁ ଏଇଟାକୁ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିବେ. That my job will be to communicate to the public that these are the policies made by government for your betterment. Collect information and do my best to ensure that government policy is implemented. Are you getting a point? Rather than saying that I will take care of agriculture, I will take care of industry, where you are a officer most of the time goes on preparing.
ସେଇଟା ହିଁ ବେଷ୍ଟ ଆନ୍ସର
ହେଲା ଆଉ ଏତେ ଡରି କାହିଁ ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ହ୍ୱାଟ ଇଜ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ କନଫିଡେଣ୍ଟ ଜୋରରେ କହୁନ
ଧୀରେ କହିଲେ କ'ଣ ପାଇଁ ଲାଗିବ ଯେ ତୁମର ସେ କନଫିଡେନ୍ସ ଲେଭେଲ ବଢୁନି ବା କ'ଣ ଡାଉଟ୍ ଅଛି ଭୁଲ ହେଇଯିବ କି ଏଇଭଳିଆ ଗୋଟେ ଆସୁଛି ମାଇଣ୍ଡରେ
ହଁ
ଓପନଲି କହିବ
ଡୁ ୟୁ ଥିଙ୍କ they do what they will be expecting ଇଏ ଧରନ୍ତୁ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ ହେଲେ ସେଠି ପିପୁଲ ଆର୍ ଡିମାଣ୍ଡିଂ ବହୁତ ପ୍ରକାର ଡିମାଣ୍ଡ କରିକି ତାର କିଛି ସଲ୍ୟୁସନ ନାହିଁ ତାକୁ କନଫିଡେନ୍ସ ୟୁ ହାଭ୍ ଟୁ ଫେସ୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ତ ସେମାନେ ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି ବୋଲି ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ ହ୍ୱାଟ ହାଜ୍ ବିନ୍ ସର୍କୁଲେଟେଡ୍ ଆମong them बेले बेले टिके कंप्लीट कॉम्प्लेक्स क्वेश्चन बुले के एटा ले कोन हो किछि करियो बने भी पचाई पारंदी कॉन्फिडेंट रहियो सेटा इज मेन थिंग कॉन्फिडेंटली थिंक अबाउट इट या आंसर इट एमती के डरी जाउ सता लागुची आपण टिके नर्वस पीपल प्लीज डोंट थिंक दैट वे और लैंग्वेज आर यू बेटर इन इंग्लिश और ओडिया व्हाट इज
ओडिया सर
ओडिया बेटर ताहले आपण इंग्रजी अछि इंग्रजी रे कहंतु जोठी दरकार है ओडिया रे कहंतु और यू आर बेटर इन समलपुरी
सर सर संबलपुरी सर बेटर
समलपुरी इज बेटर
यस सर
सो टिके टिके समलपुरी एते फरक तो रही आई एम ए फ्लुएंट इन समलपुरी बाय द वे जे आपण भले सेठी रही कि थोड़े दिन चाकरी करी कि नॉट लाइक यू सो यू आर टिपिकल आई मीन दिस इज ए theories my three proofs correct सेठी Sambalpuri local do they feel a cultural loss or not? That is the main reason. What is my observation after this? ये जो क्वेश्चन से एरिया गुड़ा बहुत बैकवर्ड एक फॉरवर्ड एरिया गुड़ा भर्ती है that is totally not correct. सेठी भी backward situation एठी भी backward situation. Main reason is culturally they feel that their culture language is सार पचाले अपन कोई पानी संबलपुर रे किए लिखिले से पद्मश्री पाइछन रंगवती गीतटा इज ए क्लासिक ओडिया सॉन्ग किए लिखिले सेठी भाभी समझ जान्छन रंगवतीटा किए लिखिछि से पद्मश्री अवार्ड पाइछ नाही सर से जो ये उठा प्रश्न पचारि पर
दुई जन का पाइछन जे गाइछन से पाइछन कृष्णा
बोलिथिले दिए कृष्णा कोन
हरिपाल
हां सेटा बड़ा नेशनल एंथम भलिया से गीतटा
देखिन
टिके कॉन्फिडेंट मते डरचो कहीं तो मते असुविधा कोन होची कोन होची के बाबू तुम टिके बी कॉन्फिडेंट हला हेई जीव निश्चय डोंट वरी कॉन्फिडेंट रहिले आपण हे कॉन्फिडेंटली आंसर राइट
यस
आपण वेरी यू स्टेइंग नाउ इन भुवनेश्वर समय
यस सर
again same advice I given to earlier this thing ई जो लाइन रे मैं प्रश्न कर ये फ्रेंड और सीनियर जे आपनकर थिबे टिके जणा सुना ताकू कहिबे से आपन प्रश्न करबो केबे इंटरव्यू अछि
सर सर 19 सर 19
19 so it is too near आपन just do once ताकू आपन से जो पचरले आपन प्लीज ask him to ask you some questions how you answer you may feel more confident there and just see record it in a phone or something and then see how it went can I improve upon it এটা को थोड़ा दुई थर कॉलेज यदि करि परियो टी पढ़ा पढ़ी करि ओडिसा विषय हिस्ट्री कल्चर लैंग्वेज एटसेट्रा हैला
Yes.
wish you all the best be confident thank you bye bye god bless you